patterns are finally done. It has been 4 weeks since the last time I had hit record and filmed the process of me making the patterns. I have been locked in trying to get them done. What is up, creators? Welcome back to an all new episode of Life of a Creator. This is season 2, episode 8. We are back here in the studio. In last week's episode, we have drafted out the sleeve patterns for look 1 and also drafted out the cargo pocket on the sleeve and made the sleeve itself a 2-piece sleeve. And we got that done, knocked that out. And also in the previous episodes, we have also drafted out the front and the back bodice of look 1 and also drafted out the cargo pockets, the welt pocket, the collar, and all the things. And all of the top part is basically done. Hopefully I do not have to go back in and, fix measurements and all the things. Hopefully I got it right the first time. We won't know that until I actually start making the sample, which will be in next week's episode. And so in this week's episode, we are going to start drafting out the pant part of look 1 jumpsuit. And I'm going to continue that cargo look style that I have going on in the bodice and also on the sleeve. And so the main features of look 1 is going to be a lot of cargo pockets and all the things. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue that cargo look in the pant area and knock that out this week. I have about 5-6 days to get that done, and then we can move right along into next week, which will be me start cutting and sewing the actual sample piece. Guys, so everything is moving along pretty well as long as I stick to my schedule and remain focused. I know I have a lot going on, social life, my 9-to-5 job, actually be working 10-hour shifts, fitting in the gym, and staying on top of my meal prepping, doing my chores. It's just a lot. And so when I actually can just remain focused and continue to follow my calendar that I put together for myself every week, I will get things done. And so wish me luck, guys. Everything gets done. I get these patterns done. Well, the top part is already done, but I get the pant done this week. Next week we will move, like I said, right along into the sample, work on the sample all next month. And then by July, we can start drafting out look 2 and then move along into look 2 sample. And so with that all being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start drafting out the pant part of look 1. Alright, creators, lights, camera, action. let's go ahead and finish drafting out my pant pattern. I have a few more days before I have to have this done. I'm giving myself a deadline to have it done by the end of May, so we can go right into June and we can start making the sample. And so far we got the basic part of the pant drafted out. I need to, when I was working on the waist part, the high hip part of the pant, I noticed that my measurements was a little off on my bodice, and so I had to go back into my bodice and fix that measurement. And now that that is done, we got the correct measurement for the high hip of the pant, and I want this to be a baggy, somewhat straight leg style cargo pant. And so I'm thinking I'm going to need to extend this out just a little bit more and go from there. So guys, with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive right in and finish drafting out this pant before I have to head into work, which will be in a few minutes. So I'm going to try to get as much done as possible and then pick back up tomorrow. Okay guys, so I went ahead and notated on my patterns where I want to extend out my pant part of the cargo pant itself. And also, I'm glad I did that because I'm going to need that extra room, because this is going to be a wide leg cargo pant jumpsuit and it's going to have big pockets on it and other things, and so I need to make sure I have enough space to draft out the cargo pockets on the pant. And so guys, I just notated everything, and now I need to go ahead and head to work, and I will pick back up tomorrow and get as much done as possible. I'm going to probably have to go to bed really early tomorrow and wake up pretty early so I can get a lot of this done. I'm probably going to get it all done tomorrow, but I would like to get it all done tomorrow. So let's wish me luck. And if not, we will get it done on Saturday. And so guys, with that all being said, I will see you tomorrow. Alright, I'm back in the studio, you all, and I am going to dive right back into drafting out this pant pattern and drafting out the pockets and all the details and all the things into it before I have to head into work. I got off of work a little early last night. It had a really good gym session. I went to the gym and had leg day. That was nice. And I also realized that I had like 2 different appointments today for the doctor scheduled for this morning. And again, like I told you guys, I have like a deadline when it comes to these patterns I'm trying to achieve and get done. And so I had to call them once I woke up this morning and let them know, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Let's go ahead and reschedule. Because I'm not playing. I want to get these patterns done, you all, and move on to the next step and all the things. And so let's go ahead and finish drafting out these patterns, and then we can move right along to the sample, which will be in next week's episode. And so with that all being said, guys, I'm going ahead and start drafting. Okay, you all, it is 2:02 a.m. and I got off of work. around 10:30, and I went to the gym and had chest and arms day. I had a really good workout session. Came back in here, unwind, showered, doing laundry, about to start this dishwasher, and do all those things just because tomorrow Amarin sent out a notice in my email letting me know that we are going to have the power is going to be out for my building. They are replacing a transformer in the area, and so the power is going to be out of my building, and I am going to just sleep in tomorrow. So that's why I am going to probably be up, guys, until probably 4:30 and work on patterns, just because I again have a deadline. I need to get these done, and there's nothing that is going to stop your boy from getting it done. And so I got my washer going, cleaning my clothes, 'cause I usually do all of that on tomorrow. And I'm about to start this dishwasher up and work on these patterns, guys, and vibe out. I got the music going in the background, and yeah. And I am comfortable, so got my bonnet on, took my shower, feeling good, and just about to lock in and work on these patterns. And so, guys, with that all being said, let's go ahead and waste no more time and start drafting out this pen. Okay, you all, so that is a wrap. As you can see, the back is already drafted out. Basically, I got the silhouette of the back, and also you already know the front is drafted out. And all I need to do now is draft out my pockets and all the details, the waistband, and all the things that going to make this garment special. I have to still add in and draft out. And also, I know you may be like, oh my god, why do it take so long to draft out pens? It's a whole bunch of lines. Trust me, it's a lot of work that goes into this, and I'm not trying to rush through it either, even though I have a deadline to again knock this out. But again, I believe in quality over quantity, and I really am trying to take my time and really get these measurements down, so I don't have to keep going back into the pattern to redo things. And so again, the silhouette of the pant is drafted out. I am about to go to bed. My ass is tired. It is 4:28, and we will pick back up tomorrow. Hopefully my power is not out for too long. Again, Amarin is working on what is it? Something with the transformer, putting in a new transformer box. Something that's above me. I don't really know, but got an email from Ameren saying that they are doing that, and so the power is going to be out from 9 until 12. And I'm going to sleep most of that time. That's why I'm still up, and probably going to wake up around 11:30. I still need to get at least 6.5 hours of sleep in order to be a good functioning human being out here in the wild. And so and so you all, with that being said, when I wake up, I'm probably only going to have time to get dressed, eat some breakfast, and head to work. And so, if anything, I'm going to pick back up tomorrow and finish out this pant pattern. And so, again, with that being said, you all, I will chat some more with you later. All right, creators. So I am back in the studio, and I know, like, I told you guys that the power was going to be out on yesterday. It was not out. I woke up like, why is it not hot in my place? Because if the power was out, the AC would have not been running. And so that made me go look at my phone, because I know they sent a text out to me on Monday. But mind you, they also sent this notice out that the power was going to be out on yesterday, a week in advance. So last Monday they let me know that it was going to be out. Then they also text me again this Monday saying it was. I didn't even read it. That's the problem. I didn't read the update that they sent out on Monday, and it was basically saying it was canceled. And so I stayed up working on my patterns, which I was happy about. I got, what I needed to get done, but I could have just came home and went to sleep and worked on it yesterday morning. But it's all good. We are in here. We are in here today, and going to draft out the zipper fly of the pant, and also one of the pockets on the pants. And then hopefully I can get that done before I have to go into work. And then we can move on to the cargo pockets and draft those out next. So before we move on to that, let me get situated here. This is the back pattern. This is the front pattern. There'd be a lot going on in here, child. Okay, so I need to draft out the front part of the zipper fly. Well, it's only one part of the zipper fly, so it's the front. So draft the front zipper fly, and then I need to draft out the pocket. Cargo pocket. Okay, so this should not take too long. I like to tape my patterns down, guys, just to make sure, they don't move, because I have weights too, but the weights, I find it that the paper still tends to move. So by me taping down my pattern, it really make it sturdy. Especially if I want to get precise measurements. Okay, I think that should be good. Alright guys, we're almost done with this. So let me go ahead and get as much done as possible, and I will talk to you guys in a few. You all, these patterns are finally done. It has been 4 weeks since the last time I had hit record and film the process of me making the patterns. I have been locked in trying to get them done. As you all know, I told you I was trying to have them all done in June. It is now July 1st. I am a month behind, but at the end of the day, they are done, all of the patterns. If anything, I may have to still work on the lining, but the patterns are done for me to start making the sample piece. And guys, I'm super excited. So with all of these patterns done, now we can go ahead and move right along into cutting and sewing the sample of look 1 jumpsuit, guys. It's been a whole month since I last talked to you all. You won't know because this is all going to be on one episode, but I'm finally done. I am finally done. Like, these, like, it's a lot. It is a lot of patterns going on here. Like, pockets, back yoke, shorts, shorts that are connected to pants. You got the back part of that. Then you got the pockets to it. Then you got the back bodice that's cut off, and that's going to be separated with flat felt seams. You got the front part of the bodice. You got the collar. I got the arm sleeve over there somewhere. Like, I have even more patterns right here. Like, it's a lot going on, and I got it all knocked out. So that's all that matters. And so what we're going to do is keep on moving forward, and everything is going to get done when it gets done. I can put these deadlines in place all day, but I believe in quality over quantity, and if I'm going to do it, I want to make sure I do it right, and I get the measurements down right, so I don't have to go back into the patterns and have to rework things. And so hopefully the measurements are right on everything, and I won't know until I start making a sample. And so that is what we're going to do in next week's episode, you all, is start cutting and sewing a sample. Well, next week episode we're going to start actually cutting out the patterns onto the muslin fabric. It is a lot of patterns. And then we are going to start sewing everything up and try it on, and hopefully it fits. If not, like I said, we're going to have to go back to the patterns and rework whatever areas that need attention and go from there. You all, again, I am super happy I got this done. It's not on schedule, but it's done. So again, you all, with that all being said, I'm happy it's all done. Now we can move right along to the next steps. If you like this episode, you all, get a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss any episodes going forward. And so again, with that all being said, I will see you guys in next week's episode, and yeah.